Hello everyone, Skydream here once again, and I'm once again joined by Ava, who is also Skydream at this point.
Woo, yeah. Skydream Team.
Hell yeah. And we're back once again with Heroes Rise, the Prodigy. This is probably going to be the final episode of the series, which is kind of sad to see,
True,
but...
but, who knows at the same time? What's about to happen? I don't know. I can't even figure out how many chapters are in this thing.
which we did try to figure out, and we failed miserably. Now then...
Yeah.
Last time, a lot of shit happened. We slept with Black Magic, and then Black Magic was using autistic people for her powers, and then we left, and then we yelled at Grandma, and then we were almost Hero of Tomorrow, and then Prodigal kidnapped Sonya and Sparrow, and then she shot Sonya, and here we are.
Yeah. That was kind of a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot to unload in like 30 seconds, but... well, I doubt you're starting on the 5th episode of the series. Now then, we're on to the final, well, what we're assuming to be, the final chapter. All falls down.
I don't know.
Watch us be completely wrong and there's like 4 more episodes after this.
I mean, it's pretty likely. I don't know.
Oh, it's chapter 17. I was wrong when I said it was 16.
Oh. Ha.
Alrighty. The crush of people surging toward you is the only thing that stirs your limbs to move. You grab Sparrow and fly above the massive present societal socialites. I swear, we've had that word 3 times, I could never say it. Making your way to the nearest window as you crash outside. The implications of what just happened begin to settle in. Prodigal has ruined you. You'll never have your big moment, the one where you reveal your true identity as a legend. You'll never be able to redeem your Dector aim. Not now. Not after this.
Damn.
How could this have happened? All you can think is that Prodigal must have gotten your personal information out of Sparrow, but before you can ask, she says,
Skydream, I'm so sorry. The things she said she'd do, I didn't want to tell, but...
It's alright, you say. Even though it's not Sparrow's fault, you would still like to give Grandma a big fat I told you so for inviting your sidekick into your personal life. Yeah. Oh yeah, Grandma! Oh my.
Oh dear.
I hope she's okay. Please don't be hurt, Grandma. But then something else strikes you. Sparrow only could have known about your Sterling identity, so how could she have known about your Dector identity? Did she somehow put it all together from your brunch with Jenny? Stop, you tell yourself. The only thing that matters is... at this moment is...
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm outed, I need to find Grandma. She isn't safe. I need to find Prodigal. Now. I need some time to gather my thoughts.
Oh no. I feel like looking for Grandma's a good opportunity, but at the same time we might want to look for Prodigal first. But what if they're in the same location?
Right.
Or what if, going to find Grandma leads Prodigal to Grandma?
Prodigal already knows who Grandma is at this point.
Yeah.
So, if she wants to hurt Grandma, she will hurt Grandma.
Yeah.
Like, by now, she'll have hurt Grandma. So.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it will feel super bad if we go after...
Grandma.
I'm sorry?
We should probably check on Grandma to make sure she's safe.
Yeah. Because,
Yeah,
if Prodigal wanted to do something to Grandma, it's already done.
Yeah. Yikes.
Oh my. Any one of your enemies can locate Grandma easily. Now that your Sterling identity is compromised, the only thing keeping you sane is the thought that Jenny's on her way to the apartment right now.
Oh, yeah! That's good. Okay. Oh, oops. Sorry to interrupt, sweetheart. Meechip Mom interrupts. But I've been dialing Jenny at your request, and she finally answered. Should I transfer you through?
Yes! You shout loudly, wishing Meechip Mom was upgraded to have an emergency situation personality simulators. Seconds later, Jenny appears in your mind.
Oh, I'm almost there. I'll call you the moment I arrive, she says.
Jenny, did you...
Yes, the Prodigal video is already up all over the news. She knew all of MC's press would be at the party to see what she did. Just breathe, Sam. We'll figure this out after I find your grandma. I'll call you right back.
With that, Jenny hangs up. You just pray she'll find Grandma safe and sound. I still have no clue who she could be, by the way, who
Yeah.
Prodigal could be. Like, we had several ideas and all
frustrating.
of them got shut down immediately.
Yeah, and now we're just like, oh, what now?
We were like, hey, it's Sonia. Sonia's dead. Hey, it's Jenny. Jenny was there with us when Sonia was shot.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Sparrow. Sparrow was also there.
Sparrow almost got shot.
Exactly. Oh no, wait. Oh no, I wouldn't want to imagine what would happen if we picked for us to save Sonia and have Sparrow be shot.
Exactly. Ugh, that would be painful.
Poor kid. Stealing yourself, you turn to Sparrow. You should get home.
Skydream, I can't thank you enough for choosing to save me. But I'm not going anywhere, she says, crossing her arms. We're in this together. I've earned that right.
You nod. After all she's been through tonight, Sparrow deserves to see this through to the end, if that's what she wants. You try to pull yourself together, but it doesn't help when you catch a glimpse of a nearby Jumbotron that displays Mayor Victron's hollow image, addressing the public. Oh wait, no, that's me.
Yeah.
Not yet sure how do I voice this like sleazy California politician? I say that like I had something in mind. I had no clue. California.
I have no idea.
Not yet sure how this heinous murder was allowed to happen. Not California, but it's what we're going with. He says. But we're certainly gonna bring that so-called hero, Skydream, in for questioning. This is the exact kind of amateur irresponsibility that Millennia City must begin to. You turn away and tune out, not having time to focus on anything but your next move. You take a breath and try to stem the tide of panic that wells up inside of you, harnessing the adrenaline coursing through your body. It might be time to ask for help, but who should you call? Black Magic, the Millennial Group Rebellion. I mean, Black Magic?
It honestly... Oh, wait. I was gonna say the Millennial Group, but they might not want to help you now that they know your secret identity.
Right.
Yeah.
And and like Black Magic would probably be pissed at us if we told her a fake name before.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, we're Sam. Our last name is different, but our first name's the same. We're Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
we
look
never told her our last name. We should probably do Black Magic then, too, because now we're forced to talk to her.
Yes! Which this man should have done weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's look at stats for now. Black Magic, 83, which is still really good.
True. Let's hope it doesn't go down.
We call her. And 83. At least it didn't go down.
Whew, okay.
Alright. You good?
Yep.
Alrighty, go for it, Black Magic.
Skydream, are you alright? Black Magic. Oh my god. Black Magic asks, panic.
You don't even know how to begin to answer that question, so instead you say, I need help finding Prodigal.
I'll do everything I can, Black Magic says without hesitation. Where are you? Do you need anything else?
That is so wholesome. I'm taking care of it, but I may need protection for my family.
Just say the word. They can come to the MGHQ.
Black Magic. You start, emotions pounding. She's still there for you, even after the way you've been treating her. Yeah!
Mm-hmm.
You try to find the right words, but before you can, Meat Chip Mom appears with a call from Jenny. You hold your breath and switch calls, more nervous than you've ever been. Jenny, is everything...
I'm at your place with your grandma, Jenny says,
Hey.
causing you to finally exhale with relief.
Perfect. We need you to get here. The
Oh.
line goes dead and your blood runs cold. Someone is attacking the two most important people in your life right this second. You're in the air before you even realize it, flying faster than you've ever have before.
Ooh.
All attempts to call Jenny during your flight have failed, but you can already see your apartment building coming into view. Sparrow struggles to keep up behind you. She hasn't dared to say anything the entire way. Okay, that's cute, because we could barely keep up with Sparrow before. And now,
Aww.
that's a cute little detail, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So as you
Except
approach
for
your
the
apartment...
situation.
I mean, yeah, the situation itself isn't cute, but Sparrow being Sparrow is.
True.
So as you approach your apartment, you turn back and shout, "Whatever we find in there, don't hold back!" Next thing you know, you're crashing through your living room window, and it's chaos. All around you, Grandma's plants battle swarms of pool killer robots. Demilo snaps a tentacle arm in two before another pool killer hacks through her stem. No, Demilo's dead! Bro, rest in peace!
Sad.
You look towards the door and see that Golda has already gone. No, not my flower!
Well,
Forcing that image from your brain, you scan for Grandma and Jenny and find them huddled in a corner, protected by a thick wall of vines and branches. Don't know why I said thick like that. Pool killers converge on the spot, attempting to break through the leafy barrier. You watch as the vine swings away, giving Jenny a chance to fire her gun with an approaching pool killer. Use an energy tech override surge, blast the pool killers away, shield Grandma, and let Jenny do the shooting. I mean, I think they'll be safe regardless, but it might be good to conserve power right now.
true. And
Because-
tech override surge is probably good as well because I don't know if it'll affect the plants badly.
Right. Because if we blast them away, that's definitely going to hurt the plants.
Mm-hmm.
And Jenny, I don't really know how good of a shot she is.
Yeah. Without her being shielded as well.
Right. Right, she wouldn't be shielded, so she could definitely get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Focusing with all your might, you imagine the robotic cores of the pool killers surging with energy, and as you do, the pool killers begin to convulse and spark green, crashing to the floor in lifeless heaps. Once the pool killers are down, you rush over to Grandma and Jenny.
We're all right, Jenny says, though she looks like a mess. Her gown is ripped up the side and she bleeds from a small cut on her cheek. I got here just in time. I could have handled those toys on my own, Grandma says, brushing herself off. Though it appears as I might have some replanting to do.
You'll love to see it. Grandma tries to not show it, but she looks over the sliced and charred remainder of her indoor garden. You know her heart is breaking. Aww.
We should go, now, Jenny says. It isn't safe here anymore.
Yes, you say, already moving toward the door. Do you think it was Prodigal or the Splice Circle?
Oh, it was definitely Prodigal, you hear Sparrow say.
When you turn and look at her, you nearly faint. Good God, what is it this time?
Is it Prodigal?
Sparrow's feathers fall from her body in giant heaps, gathering a tar-like ring around her. She then reaches up to her beak with a sickening church. That's when you...
You...
Oh. um... um...
Do you want to reread the sentence?
That's when you catch your first glimpse of the Kevlar suit. A red stripe running up the middle. You, Jenny, and Grandma are all stare, speechless. Sparrow has become Prodigal.
Wait! Has Sparrow been Prodigal the entire time?
There's no way, we saw the two in a separate video.
Yeah!
I think it's this one.
Maybe it, just happened that Sparrow... Because... I don't know. I'd say no, Prodigal must have been impersonated.
Yeah. I don't want to make any quick assumptions just yet.
Yeah.
Because, like, that shit had me. I said, who? I was like,
Yeah.
there's no way Prodigal has been Sparrow all this time. She must have switched before teleporting here. But in that case, where's the real Sparrow? And why would Prodigal go through all this trouble?
Oh. Oh, shucks. And I was so thoroughly enjoying being a part of your little gang, Prodigal says, plucking some remaining feathers from her neck. Grandma Dexter, your brunches really are delicious. I nearly gained 10 pounds playing the part of the downtrodden sparrow.
You hear Prodigal's words and it's too much. Everything is wrong. It's all.
Looks like I have some explaining to do, Prodigal says, producing a golden locket out of thin air. Let's go somewhere a bit more private to chat, shall we?
You and Jenny push forward at the same time, but it's too late. The room falls from under you. Yikes! Wait, if she's been Sparrow all day. Wait.
Oh, dang! We probably would have found out if we said shoot Sparrow instead of the reporter.
Wait. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out and like make a theory in my head.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm assuming that some of those messages were pre-recorded that she sent us.
Yeah.
And she probably... What if she killed both of them?
Maybe? But I don't know if Sparrow was actually a real person. This whole time.
No, because Prodigal has to be a female. That's why she couldn't have been our sidekick. Because one of our sidekick options was a dude, and Prodigal's not a dude.
True, but we chose Sparrow, so if circumstances were different, we might have run into Sparrow in a different way. Or something. I don't know.
Well, we'll figure
But
something out
that's-
next chapter, hopefully.
Yeah.
Grand plans. Chapter 18. Grand plans. Before your eyes flutter open, your first thought is that you need to invest in some anti-teleportation tech upgrades for your costume. Then, as you do open your eyes, your second thought is, where'd all the light go? And then when you feel dozens of little legs crawling all over you, frantic, you reach your arms up and they smack against wood. Then panic as reality of your situation crystallizes. You're trapped in a coffin full of spiders. Ew!
Oh.
You can
No.
only hear the sound of your scream bouncing back at you as you press your hand to the unmoving lid. Blast my way out, charge the entire coffin to explode, or create an energy pulse to kill spiders and destroy the coffin all at once.
I don't think we should just make it explode. Because then we're just floating. I don't think that would kill.
I mean, it wouldn't really hurt Sam, but if we're underground, it might be an issue.
Yeah. I'd say blast my way out might be a good idea, but that might not kill the spiders. But if they're just normal sized spiders, then who cares?
I can kill a normal sized spider. I'm sure this like hardened hero can.
Yeah.
I just see a bunch of mom options at the bottom.
Mom.
Mom. That'd be us if we were actually in this story.
Honestly.
Mom.
It's like- Mom.
You send powerful green blasts bursting from your hands, and the coffin lid immediately splinters. You work your hands back and forth until the lid is destroyed enough for you to fly up and out. As you do, you shake off dead spiders. Ew! Some of which have ripped into your exposed skin. Ew! I don't like spiders. You look
Yeah.
around and find that you aren't free yet. You're still in a large cage made of horizontal metal bars. Grandma lies unconscious beside you. You rush to her side. Thankfully, her pulse is still strong. She's just knocked out.
She'll be fine. She dodged the brunt of the attack, Jenny says from nearby. You spin to find she's in a metal cage of her own, unarmed.
Your energy bounced off the metal bars and hit her, which means you. Whoopsie, sorry,
Oh.
Grandma!
Oh no.
We probably would have been better to make the coffin explode.
Yeah. Yeah. That might have still happened if we just pulsed energy.
Maybe. I don't know. I hope Grandma's okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so you immediately think at Meechip Mom, knowing you need to get Grandma medical attention. Mom, where are me? Mom, I need to make a call. Mom, dial 911.
Well, I would try to find out where we are, maybe. Or, maybe we should call Black Magic.
Well, no, because we can heal Mom, so that's not really an issue.
Yeah. But just, like, getting out of wherever we are.
Right.
I'd say one of the top two.
Right. And it doesn't really matter where we are because Black Magic can find us because she's Black Magic.
True.
But as the thought forms, you feel it doesn't matter. But as the thought forms, you feel a vacancy somewhere in the back of your mind. When Mom doesn't immediately respond, you raise your wrist to find a scabbed over crevice where your Meechip used to be. Ew! You feel a wave of despair run through you, paired with a jagged rush of loneliness. Is this what Grandma feels like all the time without a Meechip? So unplugged? You turn to Jenny, and even though she's already scanning the room for escape points, she also rubs her wrist anxiously.
Wait, who is speaking?
Prodigal.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. What kind of maniacal evil genius could have laid such an elaborate trap? Prodigal suddenly says, appearing across the room. I mean, spider coffins? Leaked Meechips? Energy-proof cages? It's downright indulgent. Evil extravagance at its...
Excuse me?
Oh, I can't. Okay.
Extravagance. Are you okay, Ava?
I think I just am ever so slightly illiterate.
Have you heard me read? You're fine.
Evil extravagance at its absolute finest, don't you think?
No. You look over at Prodigal and take in your surroundings. You're in what appears to be some kind of technologically tricked out underground bunker that smells like a mixture of ripe laundry and frozen desserts. What the Then you notice the walls. They're covered with vintage posters of your parents in the Sound and Fury costumes. Each inch is occupied with photos they've all been in. But they've all been twisted and distorted with graffiti. Then you see the center of the wall, where a life-size photo of you in your Skydream costume hangs. What the shit is this?
Welcome to my luscious lair, Prodigal says, waving her arm around. Do you like what I've done to the place, chickens?
Why does she call us chickens?
I don't know.
It's like never made sense. I'm sure it'll make sense whenever we find out who she is.
Yeah.
Where are we? Who are you? Why have you taken us here?
Well, she already told us we're in her luscious lair, so maybe who are you?
I like your way of describing things, Ava.
Thank you. Greedy, oh so needy. Hold your horses. I'm rigging something up that will answer all of your meddling questions, Prodigal says, looking down at a tablet device that appears in her hand. But if you must know, we're about 3 miles underneath the Big Sur fusion plant.
That's not what we asked.
That's that really is.
The buff powers the entire western portion of America. So security measures are quite literally impenetrable. It's 30 miles inland from MC, and there's no way you're anywhere within 10 miles of the plant. Otherwise you'd be detected instantly.
Your look of skepticism wounds me, Prodigal says. I happen to have the power to generate whatever technology I can imagine.
So, as long as it has some kind of warfare application, rather bizarre how power set can take on parameters like that, isn't it?
That's you, I think.
Oh, that is me. Oops. Anyway, bypassing every security measure of the BFP took a time to sort out, but I eventually worked up the appropriate counterattack. This little hideaway is accessible only by telelock. They really are one of my handiest inventions, don't you think?
I mean, it makes sense because that's her power to always get technology and stuff whenever we're fighting her. As in the
Yeah.
one time we fought her. So, um,
Hmm.
probably. It's probably all
Mhm.
three of these, but
Yeah. We can do the first one.
yeah.
But I do tire of explaining myself. It's all right here for you, Prodigal says. She reaches between the bars and hands you the tab.
You look down and it reads, "The Prodigal Plan." You've got to be kidding me, you say, almost laughing. What are you, a comic book villain?
Laugh all you want, but we're in the age of interactive reality, my little sky dream. Prodigal replies with malice. I've captured every step of my rise to villainous legend for the public's pleasure. As a matter of fact, rolling now, so make sure to smile for the camera.
Prodigal gestures towards several floating dots that hover around her. Evidently, these are cameras following her every move.
You reading through my master plan as a part of the grand climax, so do hurry along.
You look down at the tablet, and again, and at a holographic menu of options that appears under the header, the manifesto. Are we literally reading our villain's backstory?
Yes, we are.
I want to hear about the origin.
You must be wondering just who I am. Prodigal's holographic 3D image says, projecting out of the tablet. So let's cut right to the chase. I'm a bit of a legacy myself. My mother is famous, or rather, I say she was famous. You see, Mommy Dearest was murdered when I was but a wee girl by two of the worst heroes to ever walk this earth.
As Prodigal talks, your stomach seizes. It can't be.
That's right, loyal viewers. I am the daughter of the one and only Miss Artillery, who was murdered by the Sound and the Fury. To sum it up, I am the prodigal daughter, given the gifts of her weaponry power before my time. The pinnacle of wasteful extravagance.
We are so slow. We guessed every other character in this.
Dang.
Holy.
I mean, I was not expecting that.
I mean, we really should have, but
It makes sense.
it does.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is cool, but it would have been cooler if it was somebody we knew. I'm going to be honest here.
True, but she was also Sparrow.
Well, okay, yeah, but that was her disguising as Sparrow. Although that split second, oh shit, is it Sparrow? Was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You never knew that Miss Artillery had a daughter. In fact, you never bothered to know as much about her life at all, since you blamed her for your parents' fates as much as the mayor. It never occurred to you that that there might be someone out there blaming your family for the very same thing.
And it's my life's ambition to become the villainess my mother never could be. In fact, it is my life's ambition. Oh my god. Ambition to become the world's most legendary terrorist of all time.
Excuse me, what is your goal? I've come here.
Yoink.
Legendary terrorist is my territory, okay? Okay, I need.
Ouch.
Alright, I am that ethnicity, I get to make these jokes. I think.
In every rise to legendary villainy, there must always be an arch enemy to vanquish. Prodigal continues in hollow 3D form. As you probably already know, I've chosen the fine Sky Dream to be mine. After all, we are
Yeah, I have no clue.
inextricably linked by the sins of our parents. The parallels are really quite nice, don't you think? We're both striving for legend to make our fallen parents proud, forever locked in a battle of good and evil, an epic feud played out for all the world to see. It's so wonderfully consonant. After all, heroes cannot exist without villains, nor can villains flourish without heroes to crush. And crush Sky Dream I shall. I'm going to do what Mommy Artillery never could. I'm going to destroy the Dector family.
You know, there were many things I thought about Prodigal. Was not expecting her to be a mommy's girl, gonna be completely honest.
Okay.
You're doing more commentary than me today.
True. Naturally, I've been following the Dectors for years, all through their time in the Poof. One of the perks of being powered to generate wartime tech is an access to an uncanny level of surveillance. As Prodigal's hollow 3D image keeps talking.
I mean, knowing
No.
Prodigal.
No.
Hey, we already
You
had
don't
that stuff
even
with Black Magic.
You don't even want to think about what that means. The thought that Prodigal has been watching you all this time is terrifying.
No,
Of
she knows
course.
about all the porn I've watched.
Wow.
Come on, it was right there, I had to.
Fine.
Of course, I could have killed the Dectors at any moment, but murdering Sky Dream directly would do nothing to get me noticed. 'Twould have been a momentary blip on the great media radar. No, to make a true impact, I needed a sweeping plot, a grand tale, a monumental struggle. Most importantly, I needed Sky Dream to be a famous hero for his downfall to truly mean something. So I waited patiently. Oh my god. Owning my powers and building a sizable fortune by selling my weaponized invention. All funded by nice little nest egg left to me by the Sound and the Furies estate.
You hoe!
I don't know.
Not you, obviously.
I know,
Prodigal.
but just like what?
Because I mean, like, she's not likable. You have to fight the urge to scream. Prodigal used your parents' estate, the money they made by saving their lives as heroes, to fund all of her twisted endeavors. She used the money that should have been yours, the money from your parents' legacy, to build weapons designed to kill. Your blood boils at the thought. Yeah, she is a thought.
I thought the same thing.
You thought the same thing?
Ha.
Thus emerged the artillery, a weapons empire named after my mother, the one who'd bequeathed my technology, inventing power. Though I doubt he'd ever knew that I'd grown to become an Infa-class powered.
Hearing this, you notice Jenny flinches. What the fuck is an Infa class powered? You've never heard this before.
For those not in the know, that basically means I'm a powered. with near omnipotent, limitless, uncharted levels of power. Rather scintillating, is it not?
First of all, omnipotent.
Scintillating. Yeah. Wait,
Omnip-
what?
omni- omnipotent.
Oh, yeah!
Omnipotent?
I don't know. I just read it and I was like, sure. Omnipotent.
I don't even know what that's like
Omnipotent.
last word is. Skin to.
It's either scintillating or scintillating. I think it's scintillating.
Probably scintillating. Anyways, you turn to Jenny, who just gives you an ominous look. I'm finished with the manifesto. Don't want to piss off the lady who's gonna kill me.
True.
Not yet, anyways. Oh boy, there's more.
Oh dear.
The current menu fades and another one appears underneath the header. You know you're gonna have to read all this.
Yep. Woo!
Heard you rubbing your hands.
Yes, I'm ready. The plan unfolds. The day Skydream finally acquired License Hero status, I set my grand plan into motion. Prodigal's hollow 3D image announces, "Let us pursue, shall we?"
The Great Gravitas, the Dynamic Duo, the Circle of Splice, the Follies of the Wisp. Breaking news, Skydream's choice, you're finished.
I love how she goes the circle of splice. Oh yes, it is the circle of splice.
He wouldn't. My man Smither from the one chapter I knew him, Mans would never say that.
When I learned that Skydream had set out to find the Gravitas, I immediately discovered who possessed the artifact. I do have the best villainous clients from the artillery sales, so it was a breeze. Once I knew it was Smither who had the darned thing, I thought it would be absolutely delightful to crash the party and kill the old fool. He was a rather pesky competitor in the arms-dealing business, after all. Of course, the real goal was to destroy the Gravitas and then frame Skydream for all of this, which went without a hitch. 'Twas but a first move, child's play, really. I wanted to test Skydream's limit, see how he would handle a bit of adversity.
You think back to that first night. Prodigal had already been tracking you, ensuring that you'd fail. The Dynamic Duo.
Ooh.
Batman and Robin. Well, Skydream and Sparrow.
Once I saw the scrappy little do-gooder was ready to bounce back from the Gravitas debacle, I decided it was time to embed a sidekick in Skydream's life. And good old Grandma Dector wanted her little Sam to have one so badly. I didn't really have to do very much. Constructing a false backstory for Sparrow that would speak to Skydream was rather simple. The harder part was dressing myself in that ridiculous bird outfit and equipping myself with flight generators every time she needed to appear. I still have feathers in places I'd rather not discuss. Of course, I didn't need Sparrow to serve as a mole. I already had all the surveillance on the Dectors I needed. No, what I wanted was a way to make Skydream squirm, to have him know what it's like not to be able to trust a soul in this world. Killing a hero is easy, folks, Prodigal's image says with a twisted grin. But grinding down their will? Now there's the real challenge. Once Sparrow was in place, things went off without a hitch. Together, they broke up the anti-game rumble. And then Sparrow saved Skydream's life, creating a rather instantaneous bond of trust. It was simply marvelous to behold.
There was never a Sparrow!
Sparrow was always Prodigal.
Oh no, that was like one of my favorite characters.
Dang. Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah.
The Circle of Splice. Jesus, my voice. The Circle of Splice. I am a manly man. I don't voice crack.
Yeah.
Once I saw that Skydream was doubling back to take on the Splicer, I wanted that to go smashingly for him. After all, if Skydream remained such a no-name loser, no one would appreciate my grand scheme.
You bitch.
I made yes. So I made sure to send Black Magic in Skydream's direction with an anonymous tip, and seeing the two hit it off like gangbusters, quite a treat. Considering I had watched considering I'd watched Sam night after endless night, drooling over that Black Magic poster on his wall.
You fucking horny. A flush of embarrassed rage passes through you. Yeah, me too, sir. How long has Particle been watching your every move? Not only, nothing you've done has ever been private. You turn to Jenny, who, as your poof agent, looks equally floored by this information.
Pillars I gave to Madame Vice as a peace offering for murdering Smither came in rather handy, drawing Skydream into the millennial group. And what a golden opportunity that was. It appeared as if my plan to make Skydream a superstar was working even faster than expected. A team-up with Black Magic was one thing, but a real live interview? Pure gold. The only hitch was when Smither reappeared and murdered Madame Vice. Such a shame. That old broad and I got along quite well. I really must track Smither down and make him pay. But that's a task for another day.
So it was Smither who did the S on her forehead and murdered her.
It was Smither.
So much exposition, my god.
I know, right?
You poor child having to read all of it.
It's fine. Riding a new wave of fame from his interview, it seemed that Skydream had forgotten all about little old me. So I slapped my name on a warehouse deed and filled it with pool killer robots, even going so far as to put up a big, nice "The Artillery" sign. Of course, Sparrow helped Skydream find the right place, and I made sure it was painfully easy to break in. But the poor simpleton still couldn't figure out quite who I was. Then that ghastly Wisp character showed up, which was quite a surprise to me. It would have been a stroke of genius to hire the assassin and pin it on Jury, but sadly I can't take the credit for that. Seems that honor would belong solely to Madame Vice, who had it out for our little heroes before she passed. Quite the posthumous feat, don't you think? Ordering a hit from beyond the grave. How deliciously treacherous.
How deliciously, excuse me? So it wasn't Jerry who tried to have you killed after all. It was Madame Vice? For once in his miserable life, it seemed Jerry was telling you the truth.
The Wisp attack did wonders for dear Sparrow, though, who would now be embraced with open arms after a second life-saving showing.
Okay, so it's not that we're bad heroes, it's that Sparrow has to save our life in those situations.
Kind of. But it still made us trust her.
As far as I'm concerned, Sparrow was Sparrow, and then Prodigal just killed her and took the identity.
Oh. Somewhere in the midst of all this, I learned that Sonia Challa was being considered on the short list of potential authors for the MC Hot profile. She was still looking for a suitable hero, subject to pitch, so right before the Gravitas, I tipped Sonia off about Skydream. After Sonia got the case-breaking scoop on the Gravitas and reported your debut, I knew she'd be hooked. So it was only a matter of time before Skydream would finally get a dose of the legend he craved so badly. And only a matter of time before it would be my moment to shine. Though there was a small hiccup. The hot board actually went for some fool named Tumbleweed. So I made sure to cripple the poor dear before the party, thus ensuring that the grant would go to Skydream instead. Really now, did anyone think such a pathetic little brat could achieve this level of notoriety in such a short time? All on his own? Preposterous.
Hearing this makes your heart sink. You were named Hot because you were named Hero of Tomorrow because of Prodigal. That's unbelievable. Not gonna lie, this is not as intense as I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's just like very eye-opening.
It's like
And we're trapped in a cage.
you should be cage opening. That was the worst joke I've ever made. I'm not even gonna finish it.
No.
That was such a bad joke. Hey,
And it came time for my beautiful endgame. The climax to this glorious web I had been weaving. Seeing how Skydream struggled with walking the line between fame and justice, I arranged for a tidy little moral choice, one that would publicly ruin him, of course. So on the eve of the Big Hot Award, I kidnapped Sonia and dressed some poor homeless lady as Sparrow. The stage was set for Skydream to choose: save the reporter that would bring him fame, or the sidekick who stood for justice. I really had no idea which way he would go, so I was rather pleased when Skydream chose to save Sparrow, knowing that betraying Sonia would really break his spirit. I killed that meddlesome little Sonia during the surely now infamous Hot video feed. You know, the one where I processed out Skydream as Sam Sterling Dector, the murderous child of the sound and the fury.
I've not killed one person yet.
Yet. Well, yeah, yet.
I was gonna say, who did we murder? As the interactive holo video ends, the real Prodigal beams with pride, tears forming.
Riveting stuff, is it not? Prodigal says, wiping her eyes. It's a true masterpiece. One that I will release to the public to launch my villainous career and mark the start of my terror-reigning empire. I can just see the movie version now. They'll call it something grand. Prodigal Children. I'll have to clear room on my mantle for the Oscars.
As Prodigal continues to pontificate, you can hardly gather your thoughts. She's been pulling the strings since the day you got your hero license. Would anything have happened to your career without her meddling? It doesn't matter what Prodigal did, I'm proud of what I accomplished. My entire career has been a lie. Who cares what Prodigal did? It doesn't matter what she did, I'm proud of what we did, lads.
Yeah.
We didn't do anything because of her, we did it because we wanted to do it.
True. Like, if we had no motivation, who knows what would have happened.
Besides, it doesn't really matter what happened in the past. All that matters now is taking this lunatic down. Once and for all.
And now it's time to film the piece de resistance, Prodigal exclaims. Chapter in the story of my villainous rise.
You stare at Prodigal, wondering what possibly could have turned her into this twisted person. Despite her penchant for explaining things, she hasn't said much about her life before this ridiculous plot. What's most chilling, however, is how much Prodigal and you seem to have in common. What do we have in common?
I don't know. Just like tragic backstory of parents.
Yeah, but mine are alive.
True.
And where's your dad?
True. Where is her dad?
I mean,
Her dad's just like alive somewhere. Like, where did my daughter go?
unless it was like, well, it's possible considering that it was a villain who was her mom. She might not
Oh.
know the dad.
True.
But like, we're nothing like Prodigal. Not in this playthrough, we're not anyways.
Yeah.
Except for like the one time I accidentally hurt that one guy
Yeah.
in the first episode, which was an accident.
True.
I'm nothing like Prodigal.
Mhm.
You've been through just as much adversity as Prodigal, but you didn't turn out like her. The saddest part is that she has a vastly useful power set. If it were used for good, she could really change the world. But instead, Prodigal chose this this path. You may have your faults, but Prodigal is truly damaged.
Ah, good. Grandma Dector is back with us, Prodigal says as Grandma begins to stir at your side. She will want to hear what's coming next.
You immediately squat down and help Grandma sit up. She nods at you, indicating that she's alright. For now. Meanwhile, Prodigal has begun to pace, filmed by all sides by her floating cameras.
And now, the time has finally come to break Skydream's spirit. First, I shall make the Dectors watch as I murder their beloved agent, Jenny.
Jenny balls up her fists. She's clearly not going down without a fight. Still, cold fear creeps its way into your chest. You have to find a way to escape.
Ooh. Then I'll make Skydream watch as I kill sweet Grandma Dector, Prodigal says. I think strangling with her with some dead vines will do quite nicely. Such poetic symmetry, don't you think?
That was a lot of exposition, my god. Hey, next. This sends you over the edge. Prodigal isn't coming near Grandma, ever again. You think about how to attack when you see that Jenny holds out a slip of paper through the bars in her cell. Where did she get a pen and paper? What is this, the 21st century? Shut up. You glance at Prodigal, but she's too busy with her own monologue performance to notice Jenny's note.
Then I shall commit the ultimate act of my career. I shall finally No, one sec.
I will finally... Are you okay? Finally, I
Sorry
shall...
about that.
Welcome back.
Had a little interruption, but I've returned. Okay.
I shall finally...
I'll start over. Then I shall commit the. Oh my god, I can't speak.
I felt that.
Okay, third time's a charm.
Yes.
Then I shall finally commit the ultimate act of my career. I shall murder Skydream. It's rather silly that I haven't done so already, but the narrative arc demanded some dramatic pause for when it finally does stop. I want him to be truly alone, without hope or trust left in the world.
You've already stopped listening to Prodigal, instead deciding whether to risk grabbing the note from Jenny. Note, I know I don't want to put her in any immediate danger. Yes, she might have a way to escape. Only take the note if the opportunity presents itself. The bottom
Third
one?
one. Yeah.
That's like...
Make it not too noticeable.
Yeah. You wait for a few seconds until Prodigal turns her back to the cages, but she can turn around and catch you at any moment. You know if you grab the note, Prodigal would just kill Jenny immediately. Forget the note, you think, okay, it's best to creep Prodigal talking. Try and stall her so you can come up with a plan.
Then I'll send this little interactive video right to the Devoid, Prodigal continues in her own world. Ensuring the sound and the fear will suffer the way I have suffered. They will be served the ultimate justice as I take away their family the way they took away mine. Then it will be up to the presses with my little video project so everyone can marvel at my evil genius.
Prodigal pauses, evidently winding up for some final unhinged announcement.
Of course, by then I will have decimated all city with a nuclear holocaust, so people will be very interested in who I am.
Excuse me?
She's gonna nuke every
No, just that a nuclear holocaust.
nuclear holocaust. Oh my god.
Just when you think things couldn't get any worse, Prodigal plunges into another depth of hell. This must be why you're under the fusion plant. She's somehow gonna cause a nuclear event. That's something you can't allow to happen. Prodigal lets out a ridiculous fake laugh. She's really playing at this villainous thing pretty hard. Which isn't all that stupid, you think? The more convincing her performance, the more people she will probably get to tune in to her little video project, no doubt.
Only then will I be the most legendary villainess of all the time. All time.
Of all the time!
All the time.
Nah, unfortunately, I am
Prodigal
only a
tells-
legendary villainess from 3 to 4.
Yes.
Such a bad joke.
After I achieve the greatest act of terrorism ever committed on American soil, Skydream will be known as the most useless hero of all time. And I will become a living legend. I opened my mouth to speak and no, I had to cough.
The most useless hero of all time. Prodigal finally stops pacing and takes a massive breath, immensely pleased with herself.
Now then, let's do some killing, shall we?
The Prodigal Daughter. You know how I said this would be the final chapter? We're like 2 ahead of that.
Yeah. That reminds me of a song called Unprodigal Daughter. Oh, dang. It's a good song. People.
Bro, what is
listen to
this
it.
stuff at the bottom? Alright.
Whew. Okay. Skydream, now! Jenny shouts. You have Infa-class powers, just like Prodigal. You can manipulate atoms and control gravity.
Where did we get that?
I have no idea.
These words hit you like a ton of bricks. That can't possibly be true. Exactly.
Yeah. Excuse me? Prodigal says, the smile disappearing from her face. It's true, Grandma says at your side. We didn't want you to know the things you can do.
Wait, how could Grandma and Jenny have kept this a secret from you? How could they?
Oh. Don't try to use the atomic Skydream. It's too unstable here under the plant, Jenny barks. Bend gravity. You have to do it now.
What on earth is Jenny talking?
You've always been the most annoying, Jennifer, Prodigal interrupts, pointing her large laser gun at Jenny.
You only have 1 second to react. Attempt to use my gravity infinability. Toss some grenade marbles at Prodigal to slow her down. Throw an energy shield around Jenny to protect her. You want to use the gravity infinability?
Let's go for it.
I want to use it. Okay, so let's just see how much power it takes. 85 right now. And
We might die.
80. It only takes 5?
Oh,
Oh
my
wait, no,
God.
that's 80. That's our health. Hey, ooh,
Oh.
it used power.
Oh, 55.
Oh wait, use some power.
Mm-hmm. That makes...
You react blindly, just trying to extend your flight powers to Prodigal somehow. You feel a stab of pain rip through your abdomen, and your levels drop dangerously. However, my levels drop dangerously. However, Prodigal's gun does shift to the right, causing her laser blast to miss Jenny by inches. This buys you precious seconds to get more instructions.
Just focus on the feeling you get when you fly and apply it to the cage bars, Jenny shouts.
You lock your eyes on the metal bars and tense your muscles the way you do when you want to fly. But instead of lifting your own body, you focus on lifting the bars. With enormous strain as you watch the bars pull and twist upwards, making enough space for you to escape. It's unreal. You feel like you may have used half your power level to do this. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. You're free and it's time to take Prodigal down.
Woo!
Final fight. Alright. Knock Prodigal out with one powerful energy blast. Fight her close range. Drain her health to boost my power.
Ooh, that's a good idea, actually, the last one.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it doesn't kill her, but yeah.
Yeah.
We just straight bust out the cage and murder her after her whole spiel.
Just like, boom! You're dead.
Dead.
Sorry about your play.
Murdered.
Haha.
It's not a move you like to use often because it can be lethal if used improperly. But the kid gloves are off now with Prodigal. You extend the green energy cord that latches onto Prodigal's arm, and immediately begins to leech health. Prodigal reacts quickly, flipping backward and generating one of her kick shield. The energy drain breaks, and you realize Prodigal will be able to block most of your long-range attacks. So it's time to go close range.
Wait, click show stats. I want to see if we actually got some of her force.
Nope!
Dang it!
Well,
Well then.
time to whoop her.
Yep.
Okay, so what are we making? You rush at Prodigal, gathering a layer of green energy armor around you, around yourself for protection. Ready to strike, you construct a green energy weapon to attack with boxing gloves, a sword, a giant hammer.
Ooh.
I mean, if we use a sword, I don't want to, like, cut her head off. Well,
True,
kinda do.
but yeah. I don't know what a giant hammer is, except like squish her.
I mean, we could... Have you ever seen Thor?
I haven't actually. I didn't watch the Thor movie.
Really?
I swear, I have so many movies I need to see. Like, I have this list. So I'm like, I'll do it. And then I don't do anything.
We're quarantined, Ava. We've literally nothing else to do.
Exactly. I just have... I don't know.
I mean, it's the same
I have
reason I, like, don't
I have
do
less
something.
than the regular amount of motivation to do anything. Even though we're stuck to do anything. Doesn't make sense.
I mean, literally the only thing I've been doing is reading manga, so...
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Do you want to go boxing gloves and just...
We want to
Up.
box a hoe. What's good?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Mayweather. You throw a punch at Prodigal, your fist wrapped in a giant green boxing glove. Prodigal ducks underneath your blow with impossible speed. Then, I really want to make a blow joke, but I'm not going to. Then swells around to kick you in the face. Luckily, your energy armor takes the brunt of the blow, but Prodigal quickly disarms you by blasting you point blank with an oversized plasma gun. You feel your energy armor fall away, so you strike out with your knee, connecting with Prodigal's stomach. She groans and drops her weapon. You step back to strike again, but Prodigal moves faster, whipping her fist at your face. You feel one of her fingers break as it connects with your jaw, cracking a molar.
Dang. You both broken.
I broke a tooth, she broke a finger, so now it's going to be harder for her to hit me.
True.
You both howl with pain, staggering away from each other. As you spit out bits of shattered tooth and blood, ew! You notice out of the corner of your eye that Grandma's begin to climb the gap you made in the cage. Seeing that Grandma's alright, you decide it might be time to recharge. Your power level is 45 and your health is 70. Do you really think you need to recharge to survive this brawl with Barnacle? With Barnacle? With Prodigal.
Ah, yes, the legendary Barnacle.
Recharge my power or health? I mean, we need... Our health is okay. We need some power.
Yeah. And if she interrupts the power charge, then it won't affect really.
Yeah. Recharge by 15, 20, or 25? 15, because I don't want to lose too much health either.
Yeah. Yeah. 15.
With your power level now at 60 and your health at 55, you hope you're strong enough to win this final showdown. Oh, this is it then.
Whew. Here we go.
And we get two choices and we're hopefully going to make the right one.
Yeah.
Watch us lose this fight.
Oh my god, we just die, and then the world gets completely destroyed. Ooh, that.
That would... I mean, I'm sure in a different timeline we'd be the ones destroying the world.
It's a possibility. Like, us teaming up with Prodigal or something crazy.
We'd be unstoppable.
Yeah.
As you
But
turn back
at the same
towards...
time, we don't want to be evil.
Well, yeah. Not yet, anyways. Maybe in the next game.
True.
Well, no. We know the next game we're playing. We're definitely gonna be evil.
Yes.
I heard
Fine.
that. I heard that. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
As you turn back toward Prodigal, something hot rips into your hand, causing you to scream while you were while you were distracted. Prodigal blasts you with one of her weapons, though her aim is a bit off, it seems, or at least that's what you think. Until you lock down and see that Prodigal's blast has incinerated your parents' silver ring. All that remains is a charred band of ash.
Never gonna give you up.
No! That was like the first thing that popped in my head. I was just like, no! Rick
It's been given
Astley.
up.
No! We've been let down.
Ah, we've been let down. We've been given up.
We've given up. We've been let down. Rick lied to us. Prodigal knew
Our
exactly
parents.
what she was aiming for.
Yeah,
No, that's a line.
I know. I just noticed that. I was like, no. Oh, did I destroy your precious? Prodigal says, smiling once again. How clumsy of me.
I appreciate a good Lord of the Rings reference.
Oh my gosh, yes.
The sight of the destroyed ring makes your vision flash red. This ends now. Lash out with our infinite ability, or silence Prodigal with our fists.
Hmm.
I mean, okay,
Maybe?
the first time we fought Prodigal, she beat us with gravity, using the gravitas.
Hmm. Okay.
So this would be a really good fuck you.
Yeah. Go for it. Honestly.
You try accessing your gravity powers, and it comes far easier than you expected. I'm not gonna make a joke about that. Perhaps the rage has helped you focus. You don't care. You watch as the air around Prodigal grows thick, and the gravity surrounding her increases tenfold. Prodigal immediately smashes into the ground, Jesus! Her arm twisting with a sickening snap. You release the gravity hold, feeling lightheaded. That took a lot out of you, but it worked. With Prodigal down for the count, you turn back to the cages that Grandma has already freed Jenny.
That was very impressive, Sky Dream, Grandma says. I only wish I'd gotten a piece of her.
Why didn't you tell me Miss Artillery had a daughter? Why didn't you tell me about my infinite class ability?
Like, I'll just say it. But you're too furious to celebrate.
Did something happen? I like blacked out for a moment. I'm okay. Okay, back at it
You
we
good?
go. Yeah, I'm good. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. To the choices. Why didn't you tell me Miss Artillery had a daughter? Why didn't you tell me about this infinite class ability, power ability?
Maybe the first one.
Yeah,
Or this. Yeah.
yeah. Because I'm sure we get to. It doesn't really matter.
Grandma says, I never wanted to give it much thought, to be honest.
Never wanted to
Return
give
to
you
Jenny.
up. Yes, you turn to
Return
Jenny.
to
It's
Jenny.
clear she's in the dark with you.
It's clear she was as in the dark as you. I researched everything about your parents' case. There was not a mention of a daughter anywhere. It's like someone erased her from existence. Her dad. Cough, cough.
Mayor Victon. Cough, cough.
That would be insane.
But I'm just so I'm coming up with like these random theories in my head, but like none of them make sense.
True. But like, possibly. Maybe.
I mean, Sparrow was Prodigal, so
Yeah. Definitely was not expecting that.
was not expecting that either, especially from the most likable character.
Yeah. Ouch.
Sad times.
Mm-hmm.
We should have been able to stop this. You start. If we had known, we could have.
We don't have time for this, Jenny yells. We need to find a way out of here now.
Forcing your frayed nerves to calm, you scan the room and immediately spot the telelock that brought you here sitting on a computer console across the bunker. But as you move to retreat it, you realize Prodigal's not on the ground anymore. You want more smoke?
Oh, no.
Prodigal's up! Everyone get close! You shout, ready to generate an energy shield.
There'll be no need for that, Prodigal said.
Oh my. You grab Jenny all spin to find Prodigal now standing in the corner of the bunker, wearing some kind of elaborate metal bodysuit. Before any of you can react, Prodigal plugs 2 large syringes into her veins. Then she screams. Heroin.
What? Yes. That's how you do drugs.
I mean, you do. You put syringes in your face. I shouldn't be talking that much about that, should I?
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs, kids. Drink water.
Yeah.
Stay away from others right now.
Yes. Even if it's sad.
Yes, now then. Next.
Mm-hmm. It's done, Prodigal says, composing herself. I'll make this very simple for all of our loyal viewers. I've created the ultimate weapon, a machine that generates a solid wall of energy stretching 10 miles high and wide.
As Prodigal speaks, she doesn't look so good. She starts to sweat and her cheeks have turned a pale shade of yellow.
We're under the Big Sur fusion plant because I needed a power source of nuclear proportion. Now that I've tapped into the reactor above, the wave has activated. Oh, the wave has... Yeah, okay. It's set to sweep west from here to the ocean, decimating Millennia City in its wake.
Once Prodigal finishes speaking, a video monitor sparks to life, displaying a solid black wall of energy moving across the burned Stake Park, which was paved over to build MC years ago. Minecraft. As the miles-wide death wave moves, it incinerates everything in its path. Luckily, there is nothing but wildlife. That's not a good thing. Between Big Sur fusion plant and Millennia City, but it can't be long before the wave reaches up the outskirts of the city. Grandma and Jenny both gasp, and you raise your hand to attack. Destroy her power suit with an energy blast, fry her suit with an energy surge, or riddle her generator suit with Marvel explosions.
They're all using energy. What is
Fry it, I guess.
Maybe?
Maybe?
Maybe, but I don't know if surging the energy will make it worse.
Well, I mean, it would just call it a short circuit. So it'd be
True.
okay.
But it is the largest energy, building. It completely, I don't know.
Maybe that's the best move, I don't know.
Maybe you can try it if you want.
The last time I made a choice like this, we ended up unconscious.
Ooh. True.
But I mean, if we use an energy blast, we might straight up kill her.
True. I was gonna say maybe the explosion, because then it destroys it without...
Yeah, but also if she tosses the marbles away, that could land on Grandma or Jenny.
True. You can go for the energy surge.
Ah!
Not so fast! Prodigal screams. Blasting the generator won't help. I was sure to make it rather durable. Impervious, one might say. It's got a coating of some delicious new metal I brewed called Madenium.
It didn't matter what we... Ooh, my voice. It didn't matter what we picked.
Dang.
You hesitate for a moment, then jump as a loud bang echoes across the cave. You turn to Jenny, who's picked up one of Prodigal's guns and fires it at the generator suit. But the shot just bounces off the generator's sleek metal surface and doubles back, knocking Jenny clean off her feet. Grandma rushes to her side and indicates that Jenny is alive, just unconscious. The blast only stunned her. Thank fuck. It makes more sense than Slugger.
I mean, true. Told you so, prodigal whine. My powers are directly fueling the generator along with the nuclear, hence the need for this rather slimming bodysuit. So as long as my heart is still beating, that wave marches on, which I'm afraid leaves us in another rather harsh.
Reality. Oh no. No, not again, you think, following Prodigal's logic.
The only way to stop that wave now is to kill me, Prodigal says, locking eyes with you. It looks like you have another moral dilemma to face, Skydream. Become a cold-blooded murderer to save millions of lives, or spare me and risk the death of an entire city.
Your heart pounds. You can't possibly make a choice this big.
Come on, Black Magic. Oh my god.
Oh no, I saw those at the bottom.
Oh, and the wave hits the first populated area in about 20 seconds. The very edge of the eastern fringes, no less. Skydream's very own town. How fetchingly fitting. So let's pull it together, shall we?
Why is Prodigal doing this? If she really wanted all these people to die, she'd never tell you how to stop her. Besides, Prodigal can't really want you to kill her, can she? This makes no sense. But then again, Prodigal doesn't exactly to be in the picture of sanity. In her mind, this is probably a win-win. Whatever you do, she believes she'll become a legend. You can't choose.
Sam, it's all right. Grandma says, put a hand on your shoulder. Just do what your parents.
You stare into Grandma's eyes and she nods back at you, resolute.
Take whatever power you need from me, Grandma says, sensing that your levels have gotten dangerous.
Your voice is skipping a lot.
Oh,
You didn't even get over that. All I heard was, oh,
oh, dang.
well, that went fine.
That went.
Okay, try saying Grandma's line again.
Yeah. Take whatever power you need from me and end this, Grandma says, sensing that your levels have gotten dangerously.
That's better.
Okay, cool.
You quickly siphon off the power you need from Grandma because you know exactly what you need to do. Huh? What do we do?
Oh no. I don't think the game would let us kill the entire.
Would they?
I can't tell at this point.
Because they would so murk all of Millennia City.
True. But I don't want to straight up.
I mean, I don't want to murk her either, but like...
Mm,
There has to be something we can do.
yeah.
Because I don't want to kill her.
I mean, Black Magic still knows there's something wrong. What if she finds us? That's a possibility.
I mean,
We
all
won't
of
have
this
to
video
murder
has been
her.
broadcasting, right?
Yes.
So everybody knows what Prodigal's doing.
Unless it's not being broadcasted, but she's gonna tell them later. I don't know.
Who's she gonna tell later the city's gonna be blown up if we don't do anything?
Or she'll be dead.
Or that.
Yeah. I would say maybe the second, because
Or do we bet this all on a coin flip?
what?
Do we bet all of this on a coin flip?
I mean, if you want, but personally, I think there might be another way to stop the wave.
Screw it. Okay, we're doing the bottom one. Grant Prodigal mercy. That by the way, that achievement that I read earlier was how I knew we'd get in this situation, which is why I asked like before our recording before. You
Wait,
can't.
what?
I knew that would be an achievement, the one we just got,
Oh.
and there's one for killing her. So that's how I knew we'd end up in a situation where we'd have the choice.
Oh. Got it. Okay.
You can't kill Prodigal. You're not a murderer, no matter what. But that doesn't mean you can't stun her. You hit Prodigal with a ball of energy to the face, hoping she won't be able to power the generator while unconscious. Your blast connects and Prodigal drops to the ground, her face still twisted into a smile. You turn to the screen to check on the wave, hoping for the best.
Oh dear.
No! Wait! But the death wave keeps searching forward. No, you can't let that wave destroy Millennia City, but you also can't force yourself to kill Prodigal, can you?
Sam, I didn't want to tell you this while Prodigal could stop you, Grandma Stark. But your Infa-class powers. You can control atoms. I'm sure you can stop the flow of nuclear power to the generator if you try.
Gran, I have no idea how to...
I know. But Dectors are not murderers, no matter what people may believe. You have to try.
As the wave on the screen begins to approach the eastern fringes, you close your eyes. Here goes nothing!
Oh dear.
You strain your energy. You strain your energy powers, and you begin to feel a flow around the room, like the air is moving. Except it's the flow of atomic energy. You open your eyes and see the energy all circulates in one direction, towards Prodigal's generator suit. Not sure what else to do, you imagine the nuclear flow drying up, returning to its source. As the strain doubles, you feel like your muscles might explode, but you give one final push.
Do we die?
As you say, yes!
Oh dear God.
Ah! And you see on the screen that the wave has stopped. You did it. You disabled the generator, defeated Prodigal, and saved your city. Now that is a feat worthy of a legend.
Woo!
I think we got the best ending.
Honestly.
Let me see our stats, because I know we are hurting. Oh, wait, no, I probably should have. Yeah, obviously our sidekick doesn't like us much.
Yeah.
That's kind of fair enough. But
Yeah. That makes sense.
I wanted to see how low our health and power were, but wait, what if it's too low, does it just like destroy the entire city?
What?
If our health and power was too low, would the death wave have just kept going forward?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. Well, next time we'll be the ones destroying the city anyways. You sit in Jenny's apartment wrapped in a blanket and a cup of tea steaming in front of you. That sounds nice right now.
That does sound nice.
Grandma's resting, and Jenny's taking a shower, which leaves you alone, sitting in your costume, not quite able to move. You just feel devastated, overwhelmed, numb, relieved. Relieved, sir. Relieved. It's all over. The terrible night is finally over. And you survived. What happened tonight was surreal. Your life's been ripped to shreds. Prodigal tried to take everything from you. Your sidekick, your secret identity, your reputation, your privacy, Sonya, your accomplishments, your career, Jesus, your chances of the legendary reveal, and the things Prodigal made you do, the choices she forced you to make. You never once imagined being a hero would be this hard. Absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
Was it always meant to be this way? Was Prodigal right? Were you two always destined to ruin each other the way your parents did? After all Prodigal's done, I don't know what's real in my life anymore. I refuse to allow Prodigal to take away my ability to trust. I don't want to make any decisions until I have had more time to think this through. I refuse to allow her to take my ability
Yes.
to trust.
That's a good plan.
Yeah. Can't do anything if you don't trust people.
Mm-hmm.
So what if you've been surrounded by lies? Now you just have to look harder for the truth. At least you didn't allow Prodigal to turn you into a murderer. You found a way to stop her without compromising your standards. If you had done that, Prodigal would have truly won.
Oof.
After you deactivated the wave, you teleported out of the bunker directly to MGHQ, where Black Magic was waiting to help you detain Prodigal for arrest. Calling her for help earlier was absolutely the right move. Thank God.
Yeah.
Once that was taken care of, you and Grandma decided to head to Jenny's apartment to regroup. How do you feel knowing that Prodigal is going to be in jail for a very long time? Fantastic! She deserves to rot in prison! I just hope she gets the help she needs. I'm comforted that she can't meddle in my life anymore. I hope she gets the help she needs.
Honestly. Like, she does deserve to rot in prison, but at the same time, she needs mental help.
Yes. You can only imagine how difficult Prodigal's childhood must have been. Without someone like Grandma to take care of you, you don't even want to go there. Of course, Prodigal's interactive video masterpiece was still automatically released to the press the moment her death wave went active. In the wake of the wave, your grand battle with Prodigal has become a must-see news item. It's being viewed right now all across MC, maybe even across the nation. But at the end of it all, the fact remains that you saved Millennia City. Period. You succeeded in stopping the worst act of potential terrorism on American soil. And ain't that just what you like to see? And now the city knows it. Because you found a way to master your infinite class powers, no one else had to die, not even Prodigal. That's truly an outcome worthy of legend.
Woo!
This is the most anime shit I've seen in my life. This man mastered his powers
Honestly.
in 2 minutes. And saved the entire city.
And the fact that Grandma's lied to him about so much stuff, she's like, oh yeah, your parents are... I've been writing to them, and they left me your ring. And you have this giant massive powers. And her daughter's still alive.
Yikes.
Yeah. Ooh, yep. Hello. Jenny says as she walks in, scrubbing behind her ears with a towel. How are you?
You give Jenny a look. Does she even have to ask?
I know we've been through hell tonight, she says, sitting next to you. But there are some decisions we have to make right away.
Whatever it is, it can wait until morning, you say, barely recognizing your own voice. It sounds well, but should have known that before saying it. Bouncing between your ears.
No, actually, it can't. I replugged my Mew chip, and I've just been through my messages.
You and Jenny managed to scrounge up your meat chips before porting out of Prodigal's lair. You've been anxious to reconnect, but also afraid what you'll find when you do. You'd much rather hear whatever news is coming in through Jenny right now. Jenny looks at you, growing stern. Lindsay's.
It's okay. Nothing has been decided for certain yet, but it's looking like the MCPD won't press criminal charges, Sam. Your lawful track record seems to have served you well.
We haven't broken a single law since this game started.
Woo! Even though we don't really care about the law, we aren't gonna break it.
I mean, I'll take what I can get, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The words slide off you. You find it impossible to absorb much of anything at this point. But it's welcome good news, at least. Thankfully, I've chosen to follow the law, otherwise this could have been far worse for me. Honestly, I don't care about any of this right now. It feels rather inconsequential after what's just happened.
Honestly, both could go.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing I followed the law, but I really don't give a shit.
True.
Top, I guess, because it's more wholesome?
Sure, yeah. Next, we have to decide how you want to handle the press, if at all, Jenny says, looking more tired than you've ever seen her. If she looks that rough, you don't even want to know what you look like.
I'm not saying... I wish you could have had a choice for that. I'm not saying a word to the press, you say. At the end of the day, you've been focused more on justice than playing at fame. You've always tried to do the right thing, and that's all that matters.
Oh, this is where all the choices come into action.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about Sparrow, Sam. Jenny nearly whispers, moving on. Prodigal had us all fooled there.
You can't even stand to hear that name, even though you know that Sparrow was never here, was never real. Losing her almost feels like another death. You were really starting to bond with Sparrow, but it was just another illusion manufactured by Prodigal. I should have been able to detect that Sparrow was really Prodigal. There's no way I could have known. I never want to hear her name again. There's no way I could have known.
Yeah, honestly. She made it pretty impossible.
Because we had, like, no clue. That or we're dumb, but... Like Jenny said, Sparrow had you all fooled. Though you'll definitely at least think twice before taking on a sidekick again.
Alright, last order of business, Jenny says. Rebellion called. He wants to talk to you.
You're far too exhausted to talk to anyone, but you're not about to turn down a call from your idol. Dial Rebellion for me? You ask?
Yeah. Jenny gives you another I'm not your personal assistant look, but still puts Rebellion on hollow speakerphone.
Hollow speakerphone. Skydream! Thank you for calling! Rebellion says, appearing in hollow form in the middle of the living room. I don't want to keep you too long, so I'll make this brief. First, I want to congratulate you on your efforts tonight. You performed admirably. under the most difficult of situations, no matter what anybody says. Thank you. You say, managing up a smile. Having Rebellion validate your action actually goes a long way in helping you cheer up. It took long enough, but I gave the man a voice.
Great. I love it.
We don't even get the choice to turn it down.
Yes.
Second of all, I'd want you to know that I chose to give your reserve. Second, I know. Okay, here we go. We're gonna. Second, I know you chose to give your reserve spot to Jury, but the Millennial Group could really use a hero like you in our ranks. I'd like to offer support and an official second reserve spot if you'd wish to take it. Your jaw drops. That's not exactly what you were expecting to hear, but you don't even need to process the answer. You've already made up your mind about joining a powered team.
We are joining.
We don't exactly have a choice.
We can't not join.
Exactly.
Like, legit.
I mean, I'd like to join regardless, but...
Yeah.
Absolutely, I'd be honored. And we got another achievement.
Woo!
Fantastic! Rebellion says. I'll be in touch soon. For now, get some rest. You deserve it. With that, Rebellion hangs up, leaving you and Jenny alone once again. Silence ensues, and to your surprise, you find that your head isn't even spinning anymore. Perhaps you're finally getting used to the level of insanity your life has reached. Then Grandma enters the living room. You get to reeling again. Grandma looks so sad. You just want to hug her. I want to hug her! But you still haven't forgotten all the lies she told you. What do you say? Jenny needs more plants around here, doesn't she? It's because
You
that's
can
just...
do that. It's pretty funny. It's lighthearted.
Yeah, it's like such like a lighthearted Saturday morning superhero thing to say.
Yeah. She sure does. Why did she suddenly become Southern? I don't know. Grandma says sitting next to you.
You thought mentioning plants might help Grandma cheer up, but it only seems to make her sadder. Damn it.
Well, it's good you're up because I have some bad news, Jenny says. Your place in the Poof, as well as Sterling's, is pretty useless now that you're both been publicly outed by Prodigal. The Poof is most certainly going to kick you out.
So the hits just keep on coming. What's that going to mean for life for you and Grandma? Everything's going to change now that everyone knows who you are in every possible way. You suppose that's just the first shift?
Don't worry. There are already talks of launching a special program to offer you both protection, Jenny says. But even still, you're going to have to move.
We can move into the MGHQ for now. It'll be the safest place for us. Yeah?
Honestly, yeah.
Grandma and Jenny both nod. It sounds like the best idea. Though you haven't even begun to think about how to resolve things with black magic. Another silence ensues as you know exactly what's on everybody's mind. What are you going to mention? When are you going to mention Jenny and Grandma's big Infinite-class powered lie? And are you going to talk of Grandma about the letter she forgot? Why didn't neither of you tell me? Grandma, how could you forge those letters from me? Is there anything anything else you two have been keeping from me? I mean,
The last one bit too mean.
Yeah. I mean, I care more about the letters than the powers, I think.
Probably.
Because, like, the powers... It makes sense, because I was a rookie. Or we were a rookie, I
True.
should say.
Yeah.
So, Grandma, how could you forge those letters?
Mm.
I'm not a rookie in being Sam.
Listen to me, Sam, Grandma says, taking your hand. I want to clear the air about a few things. Anything I have ever done, I did because I thought it was the best for you. It may have been wrong to write to your parents on your behalf, but I knew Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes, specifically Sunday.
Only on Sunday you'd regret it.
I knew someday you'd regret having stopped. I know you feel that your parents abandoned you, but they had no choice. But you abandoning them? That was your choice. And there's a difference, Sam. A big difference. Grandma's words. Oh, yeah.
Sorry?
Go ahead. No, you're fine.
Grandma's words sink in as much as you don't want to hear them. You know she's right.
That being said, if tonight has proven anything, it's that you're all grown up. You're not a child anymore, and I need to realize that. So, I won't write another letter. I promise. That choice is up to you.
Thank you, Grandma. You say feeling a bit better, but you're not quite finished. And my powers? You look up from Grandma to Jenny, and they both sigh.
This new level of power you have. No one has seen anything like it before, Grandma starts. The experts have always said it might be possible in powered legacy children, but we weren't quite sure.
We are powered legacy child.
At least not until your powers started flaring around technology, Jenny says, cutting in. We know the origin of all powers is rooted in technological evolution, which is why your new powers behaved strangely when mingling with technology. They say that's the first sign of infra-class power and odd interface with tech. At least that's the working theory for now. All we did was know that kind of power can change, Grandma finishes. We just wanted to protect you, to wait till we were sure you were mature enough to handle the responsibility, after all. Look what the power did to Prodigal.
You look from Grandma to Jenny and then say, I understand, but I'm not Prodigal. It's still within your decision to make. I'll learn how to use these powers responsibly. You should have always known that. Third one?
Yeah, third one. Or first one. Third one, probably.
We're goody two-shoes all the way this time.
Yeah.
Grandma and Jenny stay silent, which you know means they think you're right, but not quite finished. Listen, what's done is done. I think we need to start over with a clean slate. Right here and now. No matter what, there can't be any more secrets. We need to all trust each other. There's too much at stake now. We have to be honest with each other. About everything. Alright? Grandma and Jenny both nod, seemingly impressed with your speech. All you can do is hope that they'll continue to take you this seriously. Next. Final chapter. Ah.
Aww.
Oh, and Grandma? You say, you're definitely getting a meat chip installed. You don't have a choice in the matter. Grandma opens her mouth to protest but catches herself and nods again.
I'm very proud of you, Sam, Grandma says. You're a hero. Don't let anyone ever tell you differently.
Jenny looks at you, reaffirming Grandma's thoughts. All you can think is, what would you do without these two? For a moment, sitting here with Grandma and Jenny, you begin to feel right again. You know what would have improved that? A real sparrow!
Ouch.
Yeah.
Chapter 21, dear God. Sitting in the morning. We've played 21 chapters of this game.
Ooh. It's been quite the wild ride.
Yes, it has. Finish off this chapter and, well, it's over.
Yeah.
Once showered and changed, you sneak up onto the roof. You've got to be moving on soon. Jenny found a temporary safe house for you and Grandma to stay in until you can find a more permanent place to settle. But before you go there, you need a moment alone to clear your head. Nothing helps you do that like taking in the MC skyline, which is currently set against the rising sun. How do you feel after everything that's happened over the past few weeks? It's been a rocky road, but I'm far from where I started, at least. I've had some ups and downs, but here it's rather bittersweet. And despite what Prodigal did to me, I'm still... This early development in my career is a good sign that I'll just keep rising. And in this madness, it's easy to forget why I even became a hero in the first place.
They're all good, except I don't like the last one.
Yeah, they're all good, except not all of them.
Yes. All of them except what?
I'd say third one?
Yeah.
Because we've made him like the most optimistic, happy-go-lucky bastard so far.
True.
Nothing is like you expected it to be. You think back to your naive self just a few weeks ago and you can barely recognize that person. And it seems that entering the real world has only meant to having to accept the harsh realities, realizing that hope isn't always enough. After all that happened, it'd be so easy to not trust people, to expect things to not work out for you, because more often than not, they just don't, which is fair. We've gotten whooped several times.
Mm-hmm.
But you're starting to understand that it takes a very strong person to be able to hold on to hope, to still expect great things even when there's no reason to. You've come a long way, but you know you've still got miles left to go, and to end up where you want to be. It may take a lot of hard work and patience, but you're never going to stop. And that's not just Sam, that's everybody watching this and you too, Ava. Never give up on what you want to do, man.
Yeah.
And never stop hoping for the best, because sometimes hope is all you got, man.
True. Especially with all this happening, we just have to hope and please stay home.
Yeah,
Dear
please,
God.
for the love of God, stay home.
I swear, I'm seeing all these news reports. Like, we are in quite... Everything's falling apart. But just stay home.
Look, staying away from the people you care about for a few weeks is much better than burying them and never being able to see them again.
Oh, definitely. And, like, if we reopen the economy, that doesn't solve the problem. Then everyone's just gonna get sick easier.
The economy isn't more important than people's lives.
Yes,
Next.
exactly.
Aw, look at the bottom.
Oh, it's Mom.
One thing's for sure, though. You've definitely arrived in Millennia City. By the time the sun finishes rising, everyone in the city's gonna know your name. But how the public perceives you will be entirely based on your legend level. Mom, you think. Wait, what's our legend level like? That's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
Could be
Better
worse.
than 50. Yeah.
But how the public... Mom, you think feeling much better now that you've reconnected with your Meechip. Check my legend level and status on the legend report, please. The familiar image of Meechip Mom appears in your mind, this time wearing a floral house dress, much like Grandma likes to sleep in.
Of course, dear, she says with a smile. Though, can I just tell you, I missed you greatly while I was...
I miss you too, Mom.
Yes.
Meechip Mom looks at you before fading out. Beams at you before fading out under your legend level, which has landed to 51. Scrolling down, you read your legend report. Oh no! Your legend has achieved a level that is above average. You could have ended with a level as high as 70, you're conversely in the negatives.
Oh, dang. It's like, next game, if we replay,
it goes all the way to like negative 100.
Murder everyone.
Yes.
Despite all that you've been through, your reputation has managed to hold strong thanks to the choices you've made. You're respected by other heroes who see you as a hard-working underdog with lots of promise, and the MC's public sees you as somebody who always does the right thing no matter what. Looks like your focus on justice over fame has really paid off. We really got such a good ending and such a fitting one for Sam, because he's always an underdog.
Yes. Oof.
Given how your legend level and perception and MCs turned out, how do you feel about your place in the heroic world? We feel great.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go but up from here.
Yeah.
You've done all you could and risen high in a very short time. What more could you ask for? Your meat chip buzzes and you expect a call from Jenny to come downstairs, but when you see it's Black Magic calling instead, your stomach does a somersault. It's a girl! Seeing her call is such a relief. She really came through when you needed it most, so you answer right away.
Are you alright? Black Magic says, appearing in front of you. You immediately feel warm at the sight of her.
I will be, I think so, much better now that I'm a member of the Millennial Group.
Maybe I will be?
I was saying I think so.
Yeah. You can do either.
It doesn't, I don't think this is a really important choice.
Yeah. Well, I'm here for you if you need anything, Black Magic says. I know you probably don't have much time right now, but I just had to call. I needed to ask you.
Black Magic pauses. Even with her brow furrowed that way, she looks more gorgeous than you can stand. Oh, fuck off with your boner.
Will you ever be okay with my secret? Black Magic asks. With who I really am?
You stare at Black Magic, considering your answer very carefully. Yes, you don't have to worry, I'm totally fine with it. Yes, I'm not sure yet, but I think I will be. I don't think I ever can be. Huh.
I'm bouncing between 1 and 3, because I do want her to like us.
Yeah.
But 3 is closer to the truth.
I mean, I don't... Now that we've had time, I don't really think it's the worst thing possible.
It isn't the worst thing possible.
Because, like, she could just take power from literally, like, villains and just murder them.
True.
So she's doing it, like, she's getting her power and helping people the most merciful way she can.
Yeah.
That's how I view it, anyways.
True. Okay, then I'm okay with going with the first option.
Black Magic? Hello?
Oh, yeah. I'm so happy to hear that, Black Magic says, practically glowing.
That's me. I may have to lie low for a little bit, but we'll figure it out, you say. And now that I'm on the Millennial Group Reserve, I might even be moving into MGHQ soon.
I'd really like that, Black Magic replies.
We'll talk soon, you say, just aching to see her smile. You really want to give this a shot. If you can, see if things with Black Magic are as special as they could be. It looks like you'll have the chance to. You turn back to walk downstairs because it's time to move on. Prodigal's been taken down, the Splice Circle is dismantled, you've settled things with Black Magic and the Millennial Group. You were named MC's Hot, one way or another. You've made some money and saved countless lives. You're ready to move on and face whatever comes next. With Jenny and Grandma by your side, even after everything has happened, you feel a spark of excitement about everything, with what the future holds for you, because no matter what, you can now call yourself a powered hero, and no one can take that away from you.
Woo!
On to the epilogue.
Yeah.
Epilogue. The letter V. I was good. You know what? I'm not gonna make that joke.
No. The first thing I thought was V for Vendetta.
Yeah, I thought V for something else.
Yeah, I know.
No, okay, I thought V for Victon, and then the other thing.
Oh. Yeah.
You open the staircase You open the staircase door when you hear someone say your name. You turn to find Speak of the devil.
Exactly.
you,
Yeah.
you turn to find Mayor Victon standing across the roof, his folded arms crinkling in his expensive suit. I just thought it my duty as mayor to check in on Millennia City's fastest rising hero, he says. Or fastest falling, depending on your perspective. And what exactly is your perspective? What do you want? I have nothing to say to you.
Hmm.
He doesn't hate us.
True.
So what is his perspective?
Yeah.
That you have a lot to learn, he says, losing his smile. Mayor Victon walks over to you. The breeze carries a whiff of his sharp cologne as you force yourself not to gag. Oh, Jury sends his best, by the way, Mayor Victon says, handing you a holo card. You look down, and of course, the card is of a shirtless headshot of Jury. You shake your head and flip the holo card over, reading, looking forward to being your teammate, cutie. I'm gonna make sure it's the experience you truly deserve. Always gotta put one of those in these episodes.
Honestly.
I mean, what would these episodes be without creepy Jury? Probably better, but
Whoa.
clenching your jaw, you drop the holo card and let it sweep into a pile of dirt. Not in a chipper mood, are we? It's alright, Mayor Victon starts. Well, that's alright. I just came here to say one thing. What Prodigal did to you was terrible. No one should have to go through what you did. You heard Mayor Victon, and all you can think is, what's his angle? Indeed, I've been tracking Prodigal since Miss Artillery's death. She has had quite a troubled childhood. She spent her entire life fending for herself without anyone who cared about her. Despite the fortune she eventually inherited, I believe she ended up living in a sewer drain for some time. Then an abandoned asylum, which explains her lack of documentation and her rather unique disposition. Anyhow, that's irrelevant. You can't help but feel the slightest bit of pity for Prodigal. Is that what would have happened to you if you didn't have Grandma? What is relevant, however, is the fact that I've known of Prodigal's existence for quite some time now. I suppose I could have had her committed or arrested at any time, but I just wanted you to know that I chose not to. You... Mayor Victon smiles at you once again, a cruel, lifeless smile. You see, little Sam, I may not be able to attack you openly. Not with that pesky last name of yours, but there are many more ways than one to skin a cat. Ew. Well, more less ew and more bad.
Yeah.
You stare at Mayor Victon, balling up your fists. Mayor Victon knew about Prodigal all this time and did nothing to stop her attack on me. Mayor Victon is taking credit for something he didn't do just to intimidate me. What if Mayor Victon is saying is true, then he would have sacrificed all of MC just to let Prodigal ruin me? Yeah?
Honestly, the last one.
Yeah. That's my angle.
Yeah.
Could he really be
Wow.
that soulless? Whatever the case may be, it appears you were right to assume you're at war with the Victons. A word to the wise. I'm going to become president someday, Sam, Mayor Victon says in a low voice. And I will crush anyone who stands in my way. Just ask your parents. At this, you turn your back to Mayor Victon, not even going to dignify his presence with a response. We'll see about that, you whisper to yourself. As you walk away, all you can think is, Prodigal isn't the only villain I'll have to take down, it seems. I'll do everything in my power to make sure his life goes up in flames. Is there more to my parents' downfall that I haven't been told?
I mean, they're all true.
Yeah.
But,
I think the bottom one.
yeah.
What were you thinking?
I didn't really have one in mind. They're all true. What?
I mean, I don't really care about this man's life unless he did something really bad, which he kinda did, but... If that is
Yeah.
true, then it's a problem for another day. Because more than anything, the last visit with the Victons made you feel one thing absolutely certain. So you walk back downstairs and walk back into Jenny's apartment, flooded with determination. Flenny.
Funny.
Flenny.
We need to get going, Jenny says as you enter.
I know, but I need to do something first, you say, right now. Without waiting for Jenny's response, you walk into her bedroom and say to me, Chip, Mom, draft document and record. Mom complies, appearing to jot down your words on a sheet of hollow paper. Before you start, you glance down at your finger, the one that used to hold the silvered ring, until Prodigal destroyed it. The ring may be gone, but burned into your skin are the words. Never gonna give you up. Wait, are you
Yes!
telling me that every time this man punches somebody, they're gonna get rickrolled?
Yes! That's superpower.
I'm so happy that's what I made it.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Just like the people watching this. Andy.
Okay.
The lyrics wrap around your finger, branded in a piece like a tattoo, forever imprinted on you. And staring at the words, you finally find the courage to speak. Dear Mom and Dad. You say the words and immediately feel a weight lift from your shoulders. I've quite the story to tell you. Ever heard the one about the prodigal daughter? I miss you. Yes?
I miss you.
I miss you.
Yeah.
So wholesome. You hear someone at the door and turn to find Grandma standing there, her eyes brimming, but she doesn't say anything. She simply nods at you and turns to go, leaving you to the task at hand. And as you begin to write the long overdue letter to your parents, you are filled once again with a sense of purpose. For you're reminded what makes you a hero. Whoa!
Oh my god.
You really did it!
Yeah, that's just all the stats now.
Congratulations,
Oh, we got the
Skydream.
legend guide. That's what that is.
I already had that one. Congratulations, Skydream, for maintaining an above-average legend level. You have unlocked a legend guide, which lists the decisions necessary to achieve a perfect legend score. Use this information wisely.
Wow.
Okay.
The end.
It's over!
What's it gonna say?
That was just your save game and stuff. But
Wow.
type of name for the
Nice.
save game? Well, we're gonna call it Skydream, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Skydrakama. Don't email me, please. Sorry, that's not an email address. Shut up! On a scale of 1 to 10? 8?
Yeah,
I'd recommend this to people. It was a fun time. It was a fun time.
yeah. It was.
Wow, that's really the end, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What a
so.
ride. That was a fun time. That was a really fun time.
Oh, yeah. Didn't take ages, but it was definitely quite long.
It was way longer than I was expecting when I first booted up the game. I thought I was going to beat it in the first recording. By God, was I wrong.
What? Yes.
But hey, the first playthrough of the Skydream commentary channel is officially over. Thank you guys so much
True.
for sticking with me. Thank you, Ava, for joining me on this godforsaken journey.
Of course.
And yeah, I really truly hope you guys enjoyed, and if you stayed until this part of the video, then I really appreciate you for everything that you guys have done. Just watching, liking, subscribing, anything you guys have done, interacting with me, Ava, our videos in any way, it means more to us than we can ever say. So truly, thank you.
And if you like what you see, stick around because there will be more games to come.
Absolutely, there will be. And not gonna say exactly what game we're gonna play yet, but once it ships out, you guys will figure it out. All right,
Very true.
it's been fun. But most importantly, stay hydrated, stay safe, and stay happy. I love you guys. Ava loves you guys. It's been fun.
Yeah.
And Skydream, for one final time. Well, one final time for Heroes Rise. Skydream,
Yes.
out.